Alrighty guys, welcome back for another Dokkan battle video, and today this is going to be kind of like a little quick update video, just because there have been quite a few things that have dropped over here on both JP and Global Dokkan, so I think this might be kind of like a mishmash video where I kind of cover the both real quick, just because again, not too much dropped, but again, enough stuff actually dropped to actually warrant a video. So number one is the new Hatchan and Android 17 unit that's going to be coming to both Global and JP. So as you know, Halloween is coming, and Dokkan always drops a Halloween unit. I believe last year was Grandpa Gohan and Pan, if I'm not mistaken. And then this year, it's going to be Hatchan or Android 8 and Android 17. So this is a pretty decent unit. Again, they're actually built fairly well. The only thing I will say is this unit is eventually going to EZA, you know, just based off of the leader skill and based off the passive. It's very easy to tell that this guy is going to EZA. Is he going to EZA soon? Maybe. Again, Grandpa Gohan and Pan actually EZA'd pretty quickly. So if everything goes just like them, hopefully this unit will EZA pretty soon, because again, they're actually a pretty decent unit. Like, I actually would probably run this guy. And I actually might rainbow them, because again, they look to be very, very solid. So first of all, their super attack, they just raise attack with a 30% chance to stun. Again, when this unit eventually EZAs, I hope they make it to where they stack attack and defense, or maybe just, you know, stack attack and then raise defense for one turn, you know? But at least give them the ability to like raise or stack their defense, because again, this unit, just based off of their passive, and then I watched like a preview showcase from the Truth, defensively they're gonna be kind of like all over the place, because again, you know, they're kind of built for short events, not long events. So I kind of want them to be able to be run in long events. So I kind of want them to stack defense. But anyways, onto their passive. They get 80% attack and defense at the start of turn. And then if your HP is under 80% or is 80% or less, you get an extra 80% attack, you get 17% crit chance, and then you get 17% damage reduction. And then, on top of that, this unit guaranteed guards for 8 turns from the start of turn, and then they get an extra 80% attack and defense for 8 turns after receiving an attack. So essentially how this unit is built is, you know, you want to run these guys turn 1, slot 1. Because if you get these guys turn 1 and slot 1, they're going to have guaranteed guard for 8 turns. You know, from the start of turn, 8 turns, a guaranteed guard. After the 8 turns, they're going to lose it, so that's why, again, they're built for short events. Now, if you get them in slot 1, again, they're going to have the guard, they get hit, they're going to get an extra 80% attack and defense for a total of 160% attack and defense plus guard, and if you lose HP and you're under 80% or at 80%, they also get damage reduction, crit chance, and an extra attack buff. So overall, they're going to be a very solid unit. Again, nothing super crazy. They're not like, oh my god, best free-to-play unit in the game level. But again, they are going to be good enough to run in some difficult content. Again, they may not be the best in Extreme Super Battle Road. Again, we'll see. But I do think that they are going to be able to help, you know, regular free-to-play players, you know, maybe in, you know, Android's Super Battle Road. And another big thing to talk about this unit is their links. Again, specifically Android Assault, Tough as Nails, and Cold Judgment. Those 3 links are going to be this unit's most important links. The reason for that is because at level 10 links, Android Assault gives 20% defense. Tough as Nails, I believe, gives, I think Tough as Nails is 20% defense and 5% damage reduction at level 10 links. So, again, it's a very, very good link. And then, of course, Cold Judgment is 25% defense at level 10. So, again, Android Assault, Tough as Nails, Cold Judgment, they're most important links. You want to get these links to level 10. If not, this unit may not seem as impressive. But, again, overall, they're going to be solid defensively for the first 8 turns of battle. That's my only issue with this unit. But other than that, man, again, this guy is probably going to be a Super Battle Road killer once this guy EZAs. Because, again, they're basically designed for short events. And then DBZ Space doesn't show this unit's categories, but another issue with this unit is they only have 2 categories, androids and joint forces. Now, I actually don't mind that. The reason for that is because you basically want to run this guy only on the androids team because of the fact that they have Android Assault, Tough as Nails, and Cold Judgment. Because most other units don't really have Tough as Nails and Android Assault. Because again, Android Assault is a specific Android unit link. So again, they're basically telling us, run this dude on the androids team. That is what you want to do. And again, they made him pretty good. So there we are. This is the new Halloween unit. Hachan and Android 17. They're actually pretty good. I would actually tell people to go ahead and rainbow this guy because he's actually going to be very, very solid. Alright, next up is this bad boy right here. Courtesy of Air Dokkan, we actually found out in the data, not only are we going to be getting a Dokkan Festival ticket, but these guys were found in the system as well. Goku and Vegeta as well as Gotenks. Now, it has not been officially confirmed because again, this could be, you know, maybe data that they're storing in the game for a later time, but if everything goes according to plan, this is the next unit that is dropping on Global. Tech Gogeta. Now, this is a unit that has very mixed feelings. Because again, the Japanese community, when this guy first dropped, actually tried petitioning Dokkan to make this unit better. Like, re-release him, but make him better. I personally don't see why, because I actually have this guy on my JP account, and he is probably one of the most fun units I've ever used. He is really powerful, really strong, really reliable. This unit is just amazing. I cannot express that enough. This unit is awesome. So, there is a debate, like I said before, between this guy and Vegeta. I am going to say this. In their base form, just Goku Angel and Vegeta Angel compared to Goku and Vegeta Angel, Gogeta takes the dub. Gogeta in their base forms shits on the Vegito base form. The reason I say that is because, number one, his stats are better. Stats are a lot better at 55% if you take a look at that. Like, so defensively, this guy at 55% is much better than the Vegito unit at 55%. So these guys will take more damage than these guys at 55%. Because I've actually noticed it, because I do have the Vegito on my global account, and then the Gogeta on my JP account, and defensively, these guys are just way better. Like 55%, these guys have more value. Because again, they're just, again, way better. There's no really better way of saying it. They're just better. Their passives are basically identical. Again, 120%, 30% damage reduction. This unit gets 1 key per type key sphere obtained. Again, really powerful key mechanic. And then a 30% chance of launching an additional super. This unit has the exact same thing. The only difference being is that this guy has a 50% chance of creating rainbow key spheres. And then they get 2 key per rainbow key sphere obtained. So, again, because of the fact that they create rainbow key spheres, again, they basically have the same passive other than that. I do consider this unit to be better. Again, creating rainbow key spheres is a really powerful ability. Even if it's only 50%, that's still really, really good. And just again, overall, in terms of stats, this unit is just, you know, way higher than Vegito. So because of that, I do give the dub to Gogeta on this one. Leader skill, I mean, if you really look at it, this unit probably has the better leader skill, but it's not like this unit's team is bad. Because again, they've introduced the new category of time limit. It's basically like fusions, like Vegetos, with a little mix of like Boo-Tanks for some reason. Little confused on why he's there, but it's essentially fusing characters. So I mean, it's not a bad category because again, you do have a lot of really good units on here. I would still consider the blue fusions to be really good units. Again, they're more built for long events, but I still consider them to be really, really good. You have, again, this STR Vegito blue. When this guy gets an easy, it's going to be really good. This LR is still super, super good in the game. The new Kale and Cauliflower are really, really solid, so they're, you know, just a really big buff to this category. Who else is really good on here? Int Gotenks, again, super, super solid. Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, Int Gogeta. So, it is a small category, you know, it does need to be said. This category is relatively small, but overall, again, you do have a really, you know, good roster of units here, because, again, a lot of these guys are eventually going to EZA, like you, and you, and you. This guy's going to EZA eventually. So is this Veku. Yeah, dude, actually, the big thing about this category is that it does have a ton of EZAs coming, because, like, you're going to get an EZA, you're going to get an EZA. I mean, he's already EZA, so he sucks donkey balls, so he's, like, basically fodder at this point. Kefla is eventually going to EZA as well, so you're going to EZA as well, so this, this category is solid, man. Like, it just has a lot of units that are going to EZA. Oh, and then, of course, these guys are all really, really good, especially Caulifla, or especially Kefla. This Kefla is really dope. But yeah, man, again, this category is not bad. Again, time limit's really good. And then they also lead Connected Hope. Again, Connected Hope, very good category here. It's actually gotten quite a few buffs. 1000 Day Goku, who does have an EZA, but again, it's like impossible to get it. Bardock, again, recently got his EZA. You know, you just got a ton of units here, you know, same story, are eventually going to EZA, and it's just overall a decent category, so I do kind of have to give the dub to the leader skill to them, though. Like, that does have to be said. Like, these guys have the way superior leader skill, but other than that, again, these guys are just way better in base than this guy. Now, if we're talking about the fusion, this is really hard to evaluate, because what a lot of people point out with Vegito being better is the ability to see super attacks for 10 turns, which is, again, I am not even gonna like sit there and argue this. This is probably one of the strongest abilities in the game. And also the fact that he has counters. And again, a lot of what people argue with him is, again, his counters, and if those counters crit, they just do insane amounts of damage. But my issue with that is counters are good, but at the same time, counters are completely useless if Vegito just gets destroyed. And that's where Gogeta is better. The reason for that is, number one, he has higher stats, so he has higher defense. Number two, Gogeta still retains his damage reduction. Gogeta has 30% damage reduction for 5 turns from the start of battle, or from the turn that he transforms. Now, afterwards, Gogeta can get hit hard, but he's not gonna get hit as hard as Gogeta, or Vegito. Because Vegito, yes, his, super attack, forcing is going to be able to help him dodge supers. But if, say, we were to put Vegito in the legendary GT Goku event versus Gogeta, Vegito's going to end up taking more damage than Gogeta. That's just a fact. Like, yes, Vegito's counters will do a lot of damage, but to me, the way I think about it is, those counters are useless if you're just going to be taking like 50k per hit. Like, you're going to end up dead rather than defeating the enemy. While Gogeta, on the other hand, is probably going to take like 30k or 20k, which is considerably less damage than Vegeta is going to be taking. Also, the fact that Gogeta is super effective against all types. He has a 70% chance to crit. He guaranteed creates rainbow key spheres. And then he also has this ability right here, where he nullifies enemy melee super attacks. Now, that's just a little bit, like, rare to see. Like, I'm not even going to play around. That is really rare to see in the game. Not many units have melee super attacks. Most of them are blast-based. But, again, I don't know, man. It's just really hard to evaluate because, I mean, in my experience, like, Gogeta just seems to be, like, the better unit, man. Like, I'm not even gonna, like, sit here and be like, well, you know, to me, Gogeta takes the dub. Yeah. Like, this guy's damage is ridiculous. Again, 70% chance to crit is insane. Guaranteed creating Rainbow Key Spheres. The fact that he still has some damage reduction after he transforms. It does suck that he doesn't get a 4C super attacks for 10 turns like Vegito. But, again, overall, if we're looking at the big picture, I do think Gogeta is better than Vegito, though. I do see the argument for why Vegito is better. Like, it's not like I'm blind. I mean, I can see why people think Vegito is better than Gogeta, but for me personally, I just see Gogeta as just, like, way, way better, dude. He's just way better. For me, there's no discussion. This guy's just way better. But, yeah. Now, I did go on a little bit of a tangent there. Sorry about that, but, you know, I kind of just wanted to give my take on it, just because, again, I've seen a lot of debates on Twitter and everything about that, because I know, like, The Truth has gone out saying that he does like, you know, Vegito better, which is, again, you know, totally his opinion, though I kind of do disagree on that one. So, yeah, between Vegito and Gogeta, I do prefer Gogeta. So, you know, but again, if you like Vegito better than Gogeta, you know, I'm not gonna tell you that you're wrong. You know, I totally see the argument for why Vegito's better, but from just based off of experience, I do think Gogeta is just better. And anyways, I just really wanted to touch on Gogeta's banner here. Again, this is the banner that was for Gogeta on JP. I don't know if it's gonna be the same, but if the banner is exactly the same as it was on JP, your boy's gonna be summoning. Namely for, obviously, Gogeta, but also I can use every single unit on this banner. So this is a banner that has a lot of value for me. Number one, Pikkon. I actually really want Pikkon. I have him on my JP account, and Pikkon is really solid. So, Pikkon, I want him. Trunks and Goten, don't have him, want him. Janemba, I love the unit, even if he's a little quirky. I love Janemba to death, so I gotta get my boy Janemba. Int Gotenks is a unit I've been going after, I've just never pulled, so he, of course, is a unit that I want. And then, of course, Kaioken Goku and Evolution Vegeta. Again, they're a very good unit. I have them on JP as well. So, you know, I've actually kind of fallen in love with the unit. They're just, like, super fun to use. And then, of course, you know, the other units on this banner are just basically for dupes at this point. Like, I'm not really chasing them just because I want them. Like, these two in specific are just for dupes, you know, just because why not? And then Gohan and Goten, they're still solid. I mean, they're going to get an easy A eventually, but probably not soon, but it is what it is. So, this banner's pretty good. Again, don't know if they're going to change it. They might have tickets on this banner just because, again, Air Dokkan did find Dokkan Festival tickets in it. So they might have tickets. If they do, this is a banner I would tell people to summon on just because, again, there is a very good roster of units here. A lot of units with a lot of value, like Pikkon, Gogeta. This Gotenks is a really good Super Battle Road unit. Goten and Trunks are actually pretty solid together. I do think that they are a little bit underrated, but again, they're actually pretty good. Int Gotenks is insane still to this day. So this banner does have quite a bit of value on it as well. And just one little thing I wanted to touch on is this right here. So these units, the EZA Future 17 and 18, they are not coming to Global. Let me quickly find a photo of them. Shoot, they're going to be on, I think one of them is on, I'm going to try to find one of these guys. Alright, so let's see who's on Battle of Wits and who's an Android unit. Battle of Wits and Android, I think it's MVP 17. Yep. Let's pull up Android category right there. So these two units are going to be getting an EZA. You and you. So these two are getting Easy A's. Now these are only JP exclusive Easy A's. Again, they aren't coming to global, so I just wanted to do like a really quick breakdown on them. Number one, they're stacking units, so already they're going to have really good value in long events. So again, if you need Android units to help you beat like the OG Legendary Goku Androids, you know, category mission, these two units, if you're a JP main, are actually going to be really, really useful. Again, because again, they just stack defense all throughout the entire event, so they're basically going to be like invincible by the time you reach, you know, Master GY Goku. They both get 100% attack and defense at the start of turn. 17 gets extra attack per key sphere obtained, while 18 gets attack and defense per rainbow key sphere obtained. And then, of course, they get an extra 70% attack and defense and a medium chance of performing a critical hit if 17 has an 18 on the team. And then she gets the same thing, 70% defense and attack, except she has a 30% chance to dodge when you have a 17 attacking in the same turn. So, essentially, these units need to be run together. Based off of stats, 18 is going to have higher defense, so you probably want to put her in slot 1. And then, of course, this guy in slot 2, because, again, he has, I think after Easy A, he has 7,689 defense. She has 8,647. So, again, you do want to put her in slot 1. She is going to have the higher defense. And then they get a guaranteed super attack if there's a Hybrid Saiyan or Earthlings category enemy, again, and they both have that in their passive. So, again, they're very solid units. Actually, a lot better than I thought that they were going to make them. But, again, it's crucial that you run these two together. You have to run these two together if you really want them to look really, really impressive. If you don't run them together, they might not look as impressive, but other than that, man, again, like, these guys are really, really solid, considering that they also share every single link in the game, except for 17, Nightmare, and 18, Battlefield Diva. But other than that, they literally share every single link. 6 out of 7 links together. So, you know, they're basically units that you want to run together. And that's pretty much going to be doing it for today's video. Again, get hyped if the leaks are correct and everything goes according to what's been seen on Twitter. Goku and Vegeta are coming. I'm absolutely going to be summoning. I cannot wait. And Hatchan and Android 17, boys, for Halloween. Can't wait. So, anyways, that is going to do it for today's video. This was a little bit of a weird video. I usually am more organized with this stuff, but I just kind of decided to wing it just to see how this like more casual way of doing it turns out. But if you guys liked it or if you guys didn't like it, let me know. Again, I was kind of all over the place in this video. I'm not even gonna lie. But yeah, I mean, I just can't wait, man. Like, we're going into some very, very hype stuff because, again, we also have Heroes coming. So God knows what Heroes is gonna be coming and bringing with them, you know, for this celebration. Like, with Heroes, you never know. Like, Heroes is a 50-50 chance. Like, they could release something really cool, or they can release something, like, really mid. So, we'll see. Anyways, guys, that is going to do it for today's video, and I will see you all in the next one. Peace.
The name of this one is Rosé. Oh, this is the power of legendary Super Saiyan Goku. Now I understand.